Can you walk us through the ending of that fight? Because it seemed to happen real fast, like how everything went down, and you were just on his back, and go from there.
Yeah, it was just basically, I think I attacked the neck before I had his back. Kind of like jumped on his neck and then had like a body lock with the arm in and kind of hula-hooped myself around. I don't remember exactly, I got to take a look at it, but just saw an opportunity and took it. And I knew going into that fight that Menjivar's not afraid to go to the ground or stand up or anything like that. I knew that was going to play to my advantage big time. I'm a very dangerous fighter in a lot of different areas, but the ground game is one of my strongest attributes.
Do you think it was funny that a lot of people were talking about how these two look a lot alike and they both had the same move tonight? Isn't that a little weird?
I was waiting for that. I was watching this like, oh man, I can just see this now. Talking about the twins and their move together. Funny. As I was saying back there watching the fight.
Right. Now that you're, coming off an impressive win tonight, and you have Hendon with the interim belt, and we're still not really sure what's going on with Dominic. Back here for you. So my question is, you've always been on the top of the class. Are you looking to get back in there with Barao? I know you've always wanted that other rematch with Cruz. What's on your mind as far as what you want next?
I'm not sure, just whatever comes at me. I get from all the reporters, it seems like all the drama in my life is from reporters asking like funny questions. And the reason I've had a lot of title shots is because I've been at the top of the weight class for 10 years now. My third fight in the sport was a title fight before any big organization had the weight class, and it's been that way for a long time. It's not like I was ranked number 3rd going into this fight, number 3 going into this fight, and I performed well. So whatever these guys want to do, as long as Dana's not planning on cutting me this time, which you guys started, not him. But I'm just ready to fight whoever. I felt great going into this fight. I keep getting better and better. I feel like I get more comfortable with my stand-up, and it is true that our sport is getting tougher and tougher. You got these young kids that are growing up and eating and breathing. Everything's MMA, and I feel like I was one of the trendsetters, that I was like that as a little kid myself before there was even a UFC. So it's great to see the new generation come in, and I'm right there. I'm ready to do this. And I was joking about having gray hair and knee surgeries and stuff like that because people are asking dumb questions about retiring. I'm like, retiring? I feel great, man. I'm 33 years old. I feel amazing.
Urijah, you were coming off of a hard loss against Hendon Barao, and you brought in kind of a switch up in your coaching staff. What have you been working on to develop your game further? So in those rematches against the top dogs of the division, what are you going to do differently with that new strategy?
It just depends. You're going to talk to your coaches and reassess things. And we have Dwayne Ludwig who came in, and those who know Dwayne, he's one of the hardest working guys in our sport, which matches great with Team Alpha Male, and just adding to the coaching staff that we already have and all the people that have come in to help. But I'll figure it out. I know I'm just barely away from having that belt. I lost to Barao, who's an incredible fighter. I broke my rib. He caught me with an amazing knee in the first round, broke my rib, and didn't get to get crazy in there a little bit. I like to get a little wild, and wasn't able to open up like I wanted to. So maybe do that a little bit earlier. And then against Cruz, just I feel like I want to do whatever I want when I get in there with him. Dominic's very, very tricky as well, but I actually had an easier time doing damage to him than I did with Barao. I don't know if it was the rib or what, but I'm ready for whatever. I just have to make some small adjustments and continue to move forward.